Good evening. It is 5:30 p.m. on April 26th. It is time to call this San Felipe del Rio Consolidated Independent School District Board of Trustees special call meeting to order. Ms. Haynes, would you please take roll?
Yes. Mr. Chavita?
Here.
Mr. Mesa?
Here.
Mr. Overfelt?
Present.
Ms. Lozano?
Here.
Mr. Garabedian?
Here.
And myself.
And Ms. Haynes, do we have a quorum?
Yes, we do.
Let the record show that a quorum of the board members are present, that this meeting has been duly called, and notice of this meeting has been posted in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code, Chapter 551. At this time, if we would please stand for a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we have one agenda item under administration, and that's a consideration to approve an update to the order of election for the regular and special election to be held on May 7th. Ms. Yanakani Valdez presenting.
Ms. Lozano, Dr. Rios, board members, thank you so much for meeting today to approve the update of the order of election for the regular and special election to be held on May 7, 2016. There are two changes to the order of election. The first one is to update the early voting hours to coincide with the City of Del Rio election on Monday, May 2nd, and Tuesday, May 3rd. We previously had it posted from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and the update is for the hours to be from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The second change is to add Sunday, May 1st, and for the hours of 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. We contacted the Secretary of State for guidance on the changes to the order, and they recommended that their advice, their legal department advises that the only way that a school board can update an order of election is for a school board to amend the order of election and vote on it. We would have to have a special called meeting. Once the order is approved, we will update the notice and post it in the newspaper. We will post it on our front door, and we will post it on our website. And the orders do require the signature of all the board members that are present. So Betty has them ready for signing. Are there any questions?
Madam Chairman,
Yes, sir.
you said that it requires the signature of all the board members, right?
That are present?
Yes, if it's approved.
Yes, sir.
Was that required on the original order?
Yes, sir.
It was for everyone? Okay. So, to make it very simple, we're just making sure that the days and times coincide with the city's voting, right?
Yes, sir.
Has the city changed their days and times since it was originally called?
Yes, sir. The newspaper had the information from the city that was posted, and I will be getting a copy today of their original order that they approved. And when we met as a team, because we were doing the joint election, we discussed what hours and days we would be posting on our order. And since then, these are the changes that they've had.
So
Yes, sir.
we were aligned originally,
Originally, yes, sir.
and then whatever happened with the city, it became different. Now, I assume that when y'all talk to the Secretary of State, it's clear that changing it at this late time in absolutely no way affects the validity of the election
That is correct.
for all the places, including the special.
That is correct.
Okay. And it's going to be, the public will be notified, because this is the second day now of early voting, right, 10 days out. So the public will be notified, and I guess the candidates will be notified?
On the notification, the Secretary of State stated that the days that are changing, since the first date that is changing is Sunday and then Monday and Tuesday, that's why we would have to have a meeting today so that we can approve to meet the 72-hour notice of any changes to be publicized.
Okay.
And we only have to meet one form of publication, which is either one of the three that I mentioned, which is the newspaper, our website, or the front door. But of course, we will be doing all three. I will also be sending out an email to all users, just like I did before. I'm probably a week before early voting started to notify them that early voting started, but I will send an email to all of our staff, letting them know of the new times as well.
A recommendation, please?
Okay, thank you. It is the recommendation of the administration that the Board of Trustees approve the order of election for the regular and special election.
We have heard the recommendation. Do we have a motion? Mr. Chavita, second by Mr. Overfelt. Any further discussion? All in favor? Unanimous, motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Since that was the only item on the agenda, do we have a motion to adjourn? Mr. Overfelt, second by Mr. Chavita. All in favor? Unanimous. Meeting is adjourned at 5:36, excuse me. Have a good evening.